Welcome in, everybody. Woo, we got so much to talk about. I'm going to get framed up here. We've got the hits list that gets us ready for every weekend of great entertainment in our city. And we've got a book that we're going to talk about, a children's book. I always think books are the best gifts to give kids at Christmas time because it starts fostering a love of reading at a very early time. And even if they don't read yet, if you start reading to your children, that's very educational for them because they start putting together words and pictures, and they equate that with time spent with you, the parent, the grandparent, the aunts, the uncles. It's always good to read to your children. Hey, before we talk to Tracy Hitz with the Hits List, let's see about the new season coming to TPAC. Season tickets for TPAC, a great Christmas gift. Just saying.
The best of Broadway returns. Hadestown, 6. Disney's Aladdin, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, Ain't Too Proud, Pretty Woman, 1776, and the return of Hamilton. 7 Nashville premieres, 1 unforgettable Broadway season. HCA Healthcare, TriStar Health, Broadway at TPAC.
So much good stuff coming to us with a new season, and TPAC always gets the best shows. I'm going to tell you, I saw the opening of Phantom of the Opera in Los Angeles with Michael Crawford, who originated the role. And I swear I liked the stage and touring company that TPAC brought in even better. I'm just saying they do great work. And tpac.org is where you find out information. Season tickets for your family. Experiences beat stuff any day. Experiences is that's what Tracy Hitz is all about with the Hits List. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
You know, I'm so excited because there's so much great music happening. The Christmas shows have been really varied this year. Wow. Yes. Cool. You know, I mean, and a lot now, Vince and Amy, I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Yes, they are. So obviously they're tonight, and then Smokey Robinson will be tomorrow, and then they come back. But yeah, Smokey Robinson didn't want to bury the lead there, but I mean, Amy Grant and Vince Gill do afternoon and then the night. I mean, I don't even know how many shows it actually is, but that's amazing that they have been, and they've been doing it for years, and it's a great show. Yeah. But I mean, you can always count on them, which I love. Like I said, Smokey Robinson will be there tomorrow. They're there tonight and then through the 21st. And it's a couple shows a day over the weekend. We got Mickey Guyton. She's at the Music City Christmas with the Nashville Symphony. Yeah.
Wow.
And it has dancers and Broadway singers, and it says, special guests, which I don't know who those are, but it's a really cool thing. So she's got that, and that's today through Sunday. So that'll be awesome. I'm going to Hannah Ellis and Friends tonight at the Listening Room. She's got Lindsay L. and Callista Clark and a bunch of other great ladies over there, but it'll have the Christmas music. That's a 6 p.m. show. Beth Nielsen Chapman is down at Franklin Theater. And then Muscadine Bloodline, not Christmas, but the guys from Alabama and my friend Lance Dubrock, who's from Louisiana, plays with them sometimes, loves them. So they've just got a cool vibe. And so I just wanted to mention them, even though they are not Christmas, but they're over at Brooklyn Bowl tonight, which is awesome. So again, Smokey Robinson tomorrow. Aaron Lewis is all over the place. He's at the Caverns tomorrow and Saturday, and then the Ryman on Monday. So you can see him in 2 different locations if you like, but he's got 3 shows in a row. Gabe Dixon is doing a holiday show over at the City Winery tomorrow. And then you got the Steel Drivers Saturday and Sunday at 3rd and Lindsley, which will be a great show. And then Julie Roberts, Aaron Enderlin, they'll be at 3rd and Lindsley on Saturday. Yes, for a campfire Christmas.
Oh, wow. I know that Erin Enderlin, God bless her, she had a death in her family this past week and had to cancel a show at 3rd and Lindsley that she was going to have, and everybody got refunded. But our hearts and prayers go out to you. I don't know the full story, but I know she had a death in the family, and so
yeah, she's very sweet. Yeah, she did that first songwriters event that we did up at WSM back in the day.
She knows I'm like a weird fangirl for Erin Enderlin. I just think that, I heard her first album and I went, who is this? She's amazing. Yeah. So, and now she's played the Opry. Like, I remember she goes, you're like one of the first people on this radio station to ever have me on. And then all of a sudden now she's played the Opry like 8 times and stuff. And I go, I like to think it's because of me. No, I'm just kidding.
A lot of
it's because of her
go back to you.
Talent, her immense talent.
The talent helps, but you do help a lot of people.
Well, thank you. I hope so.
Yeah, so that's what's going on this week. There's a whole bunch next week. Home Free will be at the Ryman, which is one of my favorite a cappella Christmas shows. So a lot going on, but that's it for kind of this week.
I don't know how Home Free does what they do. Follow them on Instagram because they are delightful and they're just so talented, incredible voices. But you don't even miss instruments. You don't even miss them.
Yeah. And it's a kind of funny story. Chancey Neal was at some get together. 2 years ago now, 3 years ago. And she was talking to one of the guys from Home Free and he said something. He's like, oh yeah, we have this song. It's kind of funny. It's called Harry Christmas. And we put it into our show. And she's like, I wrote that. And so
he didn't know?
No, she didn't realize that they were singing it and he didn't realize she had written it. And it was just like this moment. So when she released, Rodeo Money, her video a couple years ago, it was around the Christmas time. And so he came out and he sang Harry Christmas with her at the Thistletop. And it was a really cool moment. But yeah, it's funny that they have Harry. I don't know if it's still in there, but they were singing Harry Christmas, which was about the Duck Dynasty folks in their show, which is, like I said, they're just cool people.
Oh, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, if you guys want to follow up on everything that is anything to do, the hitslist.com is where you go. Tracy Hitz has a company called Hitz and Branding, and you help a lot of artists. Speaking of helping artists, when they come into town and they need to get their brand on, they need to call you.
Yes, I would love it if they did. I love helping people.
It's what we do. Well, thank you so much, Tracy. You have a great weekend. I know you're going to be busy.
Yep. I'm excited. We're starting tonight with, Lindsay L. I don't want to say I'm only going for Lindsay L., but that is the name that popped up. But Calista Clark and Ellis is going to be awesome listening room.
All right, you guys. Well, hitslist.com. Check it out. Thanks for being with us.
Yep. Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
One thing we pride ourselves on is the kindness of Southern courtesy. When you travel through Tennessee and Georgia during the holiday season, you can expect to be welcomed with open arms, a good time, and plenty of food.
We love having visitors travel through our states. We also love keeping our roadways safe. So as you pass through, just remember to show courtesy too.
Use your turn signals so other drivers can navigate safely around you.
Don't tailgate. Tailgating is aggressive driving. Instead, allow other vehicles the space of one car length to create a safe stopping distance.
Use lane courtesy, which means to drive right and pass left. You'll get better gas mileage and arrive to your destination faster.
When other drivers need to get over, let them pass. Use eye contact and be attentive.
Don't text and drive. Keep your phone down and head up.
Look for pedestrians, especially at crosswalks and busy intersections.
Never drink and drive, and always buckle up.
If you see emergency vehicles or anyone distressed on the side of the road, slow down and move over. They will appreciate it.
And finally, when someone else is kind to you, make sure to pay it forward.
Books are absolutely the best gift that you could give any kid. It opens up their love of reading. It opens them up to travel and learning in a way that nothing else can. And when people say, oh, kids want to see everything electronic now, it's not true. Curling up with a good book, especially when mom or dad or Aunt Dootsy is reading to them. It's the coolest thing ever. And we're going to meet a singer, songwriter, performer, a former pageant winner, a gorgeous lady who said, I want to share a really neat story that empowers kids. Meghan Shanley joins us now. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful. And as an author myself, I first salute you that you've got a brand new book coming out this week.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me on. We can use all the promotional help we can get. So I appreciate you so much.
Well, there's a little character that is just as cute as it can be. And we're going to meet this little character named Vincent.
There he is.
Tell us a little bit about Vincent.
So Vincent is a young violin who lives in the orchestra, and Vincent's having a tough time because he's constantly comparing himself to the other instruments in the orchestra. And so he doesn't feel like he's as important as Billy the bass because the bass is bigger and Vincent's really little. And he doesn't feel like he's as pretty as Tammy the trumpet because she's nice and bright and shiny and he's just made of wood. So he compares himself and doesn't feel so good about himself because he assumes that all those characters have easier lives because of the things that he sees. Sounds a bit familiar, right? With social media these days.
Really, I was just thinking how kids now have got a whole different thing to live up to than we do.
Oh, yeah, it really is. It's a whole nother level. So as the story progresses, Vincent goes and has conversations with each of these friends that he is comparing himself to, and he finds out that they each have challenges too. So Billy, who's a bass, can't always fit into every car because he's so big. And so sometimes he gets left behind. And then there's Tammy. She hates the fact that she has to go home every night and get shined up because that's just what their family has to do. They have to stay bright and shiny. And she just wants to go out and get dirty and play with friends. So he's kind of surprised because once he takes the time to talk to them, he's like, oh my gosh, you guys have challenges too. And I don't know that I'd want your challenges. And so it's almost a trifold message in this book. It's a book about learning and helping kids to learn how to appreciate each and every gift that they were uniquely gifted with and given, and as well as the gifts that others were given. And so not to compare themselves and try and be just like other people. It's also a book about not assuming things about people until you just sit down and have a conversation and find out what their truth is and what their challenges are. And then
beautiful.
As a singer, of course, I just love the fact that it's all tied into music because music is my heart. It's what I've been doing for 20 years full time. And music changes people's lives and children especially. So it's definitely a very huge passion project for me. And I'm so excited to share it with the world.
Well, the book is beautiful and it comes out this week. You can find out more at vincentplayshispart.com. And of course, Meghan, let's talk a little bit about you because that comparison, pageant winner to pageant winner. Pageants have wonderful things for little girls because not every little girl gets a chance at scholarships and things like that the way a lot of guys do. And so it helped me in going to college and you as well. What was the title that you carried?
So I was Miss Virginia and I competed at Miss America. We were actually there, my year, we were there when 9/11 happened. So it was a very, very interesting experience to be there, especially that year. But like you said, you know, I was the youngest of 3 girls in my family. I came from a Navy household, had a wonderful childhood, but there wasn't a ton of money for me to go to the schools that I wanted.
Absolutely.
So Miss Virginia and the Miss America organization was a huge blessing to me because in one night, all of my student loans were paid off on that stage. So I know, and I have friends that are still paying their loans off. So, you know, that point is not lost on me, and really, really grateful to that. That was a blessing in my life. It allowed me to move to Nashville to pursue my music career debt-free. So that, and what you said, to follow up with what you said, it just set me on a road that was steps ahead of people as far as entering the job market with interview skills. And I could talk for days about all the wonderful things that it's brought to my life. So very, very grateful for that experience.
Hallelujah. I'm so glad to hear that, because I had a very similar thing in the pageant system, and mine was with the teen pageants, and the scholarship aspect and things like that, and the training and what it teaches you and how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
It's really huge. And I always say that it's easy to poke fun at pageants, but I will guarantee you that 100% of the people who are making fun weren't in them.
Right. And it's interesting for me because I grew up on a softball field. I started playing baseball at the age of 5, and I cried the day that my parents made me switch to softball because I was afraid it was a girl sport. So I spent 15 years in the sports world. And then I made this kind of, right turn into a situation. I didn't even know I could sing until I was 17. And the reason I started singing was that I needed a talent to compete in the pageant. My sister had done one, and it wasn't for her. It's not for everybody being on stage in front of people. But I was in the audience that night, and I was like, this looks really fun, and it's scholarship. So I stumbled upon music, and it's so funny because it just started as a means to an end, and then I just fell in love with it. And it became very clear to me that was the road I was supposed to walk down. So so it's interesting because I came at it, like, I didn't do, lots of childhood pageants or things. So I came at it from a different perspective. And so, it was interesting to kind of learn that whole community and that whole atmosphere. But yeah, it is, when you have people to keep you grounded in your life, there is nothing but benefits of this system, to just set you apart, and ahead in life, I'll say.
I love it. Well, do we look forward to some music to coincide with some of your children's books? Because this is part of a series.
Yes.
Vincent Plays His Part is just part of a series. So, okay, I'm waiting for the music to come alongside.
I've got lots of big goals and dreams with this. I feel like the sky's the limit. The biggest thing right now is I'm creating a school program that's going to go along with the book. So my dream is to go into schools and do about a 45-minute presentation where I read the story and I talk about some of the principles in the book. And in the back of the book, I've included a conversation starter page. So it's got about 5 or 6 questions that is intended for a parent or a teacher to say, well, what did you think about Vincent's story? And there's some questions that might help a child to open up and discuss maybe some tough times they're going through, or at least help them figure out how to work through their emotions. So we're going to be taking bookings for me to do some live author visits in schools. So, and my goal with that is to bring in a couple of the instruments that are in the book, so that kids can see these instruments and get excited about music and really hear what they all sound like. So that's the first step for music to be incorporated. But Devin, I'm gonna work on a soundtrack of some sort.
Yes.
Yes. So I even want to do like a live stage performance with some of the characters, and so my brain is full of ideas.
I love it. And I know that it's a line from a song, but the children are our future. And I'm so glad that you are investing your talent and your time in them. Vincent Plays His Part comes out this week. Where can people get the book?
So, this Saturday, I'm going to be at Shiloh Music Store in Mount Juliet.
That's my place. I love that place. What time?
I'll be there from 11 to 1. And I'll be signing books and I'll be reading to the kids that come out. And so would love to meet you in person out there. Otherwise, I am selling the book from the website, which is vincentplayshispart.com. So you can order a book. You can put in the notes if you'd like it signed to somebody specifically. They make great Christmas presents. Just saying.
Absolutely. Now, when it came down, last question, doing the pictures are just beautiful, and he has such a beautiful personality. You can just see he really has a great personality. Who did you enlist in? Are you the artist, or did someone else
Oh,
help you?
no. That is one thing God did not give to me was the ability to draw or anything like that. So Joe Huffman has been one of the biggest blessings of this entire project. I found Joe online and was just kind of searching for the right illustrator. And I did some calls with illustrators. And the first call with him was like magic. I knew he was the one that needed to work with me on this because he invested in the message behind the book. It wasn't just a job for him to draw some pictures. And Joe has the patience of Job. Because this was my first book. So I had a lot of learning curves, and he was just wonderful. We actually worked on this project for a year, and he was on the other side of the country. So we did all these Zoom calls, and it definitely grew from the initial idea, and just between the two of us kind of bouncing ideas back and forth. He brought these characters to life in a way I honestly could have never expected. And so
just lovely.
Yeah,
it's just absolutely lovely.
I'll show you one. I've got to show you one of my favorites here and when you buy the book and you really, really dig into some of the details, I'm not sure if you can see.
Okay, let me
see. So this guy's the big bass drum, and I'm not sure if you can see his,
yes.
his little face. He's just waiting for one time to bang on the drum. And then these two little drum brothers here, he's just done such a great job to bring in so much personality. And so, there is so much material there for the next couple of books that will be written around lessons that kids just need to be reminded of. And this first one is don't compare yourself.
Well, I encourage everybody to be at Shiloh Music Store, and it's Saturday
from 11 to 1. And Perfect. I'll be visiting the Fanny Battle Day home to read to the kids tomorrow. So I'm really excited to take this message and spread it, around the world, around the country, around the world, however far this message can go. I want to take that.
I am so grateful that you're doing it. God bless you in your path. And thank you for sharing your time with us today, Megan. I hope I could get to see you on Saturday.
Yes, please.
Shiloh is wonderful, and they are located in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, Devin.
Bye. Just love her. Hey, you guys need a job? The distribution center at Walmart in Lebanon is looking for you, and the pay is incredible. Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs, including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Ring in the holiday season at the annual Franktown Festival of Lights. Sing along to some of your favorite Christmas classics while enjoying over 200 unique light displays. Plan your visit today for some festive family fun. Tickets are on sale now at franktownlights.com. All proceeds benefit Franktown Open Heart.
I love all the wonderful places that you can give and visit this season, have a lot of entertainment at the same time, benefit some wonderful organizations like Franktown Open Hearts in Franklin. Steve Burney is with us today. Hi, Steve. Going to Ireland with us in April. If you guys want to go, we got to get the hotels in, so put your deposits in. Find the information on my personal page on Facebook. Or you can reach out to me, devinoday@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link. Corinne is with us. Hope we all stay wearing the weird weather around. Yes, it is kind of weird, but I'll take today. Today is gorgeous. Brian, good morning, good morning, good morning. I know so many people watch What Tracy Says and make their weekend plans because of her. if I miss connecting with Tracy, people literally send me emails. Where's Tracy? We got to plan our weekend. Hey, Tammy is with us. Tammy Dixon Castleberry. Hi, how are you? Good to have you here. And Regina, I've been missing you. Where have you been? And let's see, Elizabeth is with us this morning. We love our Elizabeth. Love, love, love. And Johnny Vinoker, good morning, sunshine. Well, you are sunshine, my friend. Y'all, I saw a wonderful movie, and I used wonderful in a broad spectrum term. It's called El Camino Christmas. It's a Christmas movie, but it's more like Die Hard is a Christmas movie to me. Okay. So same wavelength. It's not your saccharine kind of overly sweet Christmas movie. It's a powerful movie. Tim Allen is in it. And Luke Grimes from Yellowstone. And by the way, tomorrow, Luke Grimes releases his very first country single to radio. So tomorrow we get to hear the brand new single, not on this show, but you can go and you can get it. The brand new single from Luke Grimes. He's going to throw his hat in that ring. So we're excited about that. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about our art teachers. Our art teachers are everywhere in our city, and it has been so hard to teach art, but art is what saves us sometimes. And I think about all these kids, and today we're doing a lot about children's books and children's art, but let's look at the teachers who have really had a tough time lifting our kids out of some really hard times.
Teaching these last few years, it's been really challenging. From supplies to students being sick and families having issues. It's just been a real challenge in every way. But I also think it's been very fulfilling, and we've realized the importance of art, and we've realized the importance of education in all of this. And, art was really saving the students, saving me. Having the Frist involve the teachers in the show and highlight some of their work has been really, really nice. It put the focus where we don't normally, as educators, put the focus on us. I think we tend to highlight our students and want to show their work. And so I think kind of turning the tables and letting us feel what it feels like to be vulnerable and show your work, and also celebrate that we are makers too. The work that's in the show is a pressure print that I did actually last summer, and it is a work based on a sculpture that has been an inspiring piece. And I just have that image in my head, and I've had quite a few students go down to the Frist, and they'll say, "I saw your work down there," and that's obviously very rewarding.
Well, Zoolumination, I will be there tomorrow night, so check out my lives because I'm going to take you there. I love taking you guys to visit, and you guys know that every day we meet and get to discuss some very, very cool things. Tomorrow is Farm and Friday. Mark Thomas, good to have you here today. Oh, Elizabeth, your daddy's retired but was an art teacher. I tell you what, I know that's why you turned out so good. Oh, Garrett, I love it. Good to have you here. And I just cannot wait for you guys to see what is in store for our weekend. Tomorrow, got a lot of things planned. So join me if you would. Glad that you guys are with me each and every day. Follow, subscribe, and share. FSS. Follow, subscribe, and share. If it weren't for you guys, my Lord have mercy, I don't know what we would do. Don't forget, giving machines. A way to give is so easy. It's a vending machine in Cool Springs. And all you do is go by and pick out the thing you would like to give, whether it's hand and feet warmers to the unhoused community, or ducks, or a bale of hay to Angel Heart Farms, or whether it's something to benefit charity water, local charities like Catholic Charities are involved in this. So Giving Machines, it's great. And it's in Cool Springs until January 1st. You guys have a great rest of your day. I love each and every day I get to spend with you guys. And I will see you tomorrow.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.